Update 7 on Super Typhoon Neoguri, which has weakened slightly in the past few hours, down to winds of 150 miles per hour and a pressure of 926 millibars. Still a very strong super typhoon and expected to pass the Japanese islands at that intensity, near its current intensity right now. Moving towards the north, there is still possibly the potential of becoming a Category 5 typhoon, but in any case it's going to be a very strong storm, winds of 150 miles per hour plus sustained, and gusts much higher than that. It is also likely to prove a problem for Japan and maybe the southern coast of South Korea as well, the island of Jeju offshore. And then the storm's expected to make landfall on Kyushu or Honshu in Japan, possibly as a Category 2 or 3 typhoon, winds of 100 miles per hour plus sustained. And then it's likely to sweep the whole country, Japan, turning extratropical along the way and then off towards the northeast. Typhoon warnings in effect for the Yaeyama and Miyako Islands, emergency typhoon warning for Miyako-jima in particular, gale advisories in effect for Okinawa and the southernmost Amami Islands, as well as the Daito Islands further east. There are also warnings in Taiwan for strong winds and a blue typhoon warning in effect for China. This is the latest satellite imagery. Well, this was during the day. Obviously it's nighttime in the Western Pacific now, but during the past day this is what the visible imagery looked like over its eye, a very well-defined eye at that. That was the satellite imagery throughout the day as it moved towards the northwest. Here's the current radar as well from the Japanese Miyako and Yaeyama Islands. The the spiral bands moving in. I don't think we can see the eye wall on there just yet, but definitely rain approaching those islands right now. And looking at Okinawa as well, that's the island you see there, the storm approaching from the south. Some strong rainstorms on the way for Okinawa as well by the looks of things, but it's not quite reached there yet. But we'll probably see some more typhoon warnings coming in effect for Okinawa and maybe beyond. But that's the current situation. As for sea surface temperatures, remaining fairly warm for some time yet, 30 degrees Celsius until it passes Okinawa, and then it will remain 26 degrees just for a little bit longer, and then it will cool off as it enters the East China Sea. By the time it makes landfall in Japan, it could be significantly weaker, but it will still be a strong storm, I think, with possibly winds of 100 miles per hour plus. Latest satellite imagery saw a little flare-up of thunderstorms over the southern coast of Taiwan, but the rest of Taiwan isn't doing too badly right now. The spiral bands remaining just offshore. But you can see the eye wall perhaps deteriorating slightly, especially the northwestern quadrant. In the past few frames there, you can see it waning, definitely waning in those last few frames. And the southeastern side remains the strongest. And the storm's obviously moving towards the north right now. The Japanese islands, I think, might be, I don't think they're even marked on this imagery actually, but they're just on the same latitude as northern Taiwan. Looking at the world tropics, as for July the 7th at 2 PM UTC, we have an invest in the Eastern Pacific, 98E. Arthur's long gone, by the way, off the coast of Atlantic Canada. Invest 96S in the southern Indian Ocean, and of course Super Typhoon Neoguri to the east of Taiwan, to the south of the Japanese islands. So 2014 compared worldwide, we have 35 tropical storms that have formed so far. 14 of those have become Category 1 hurricanes or their equivalents around the world. 8 of those have become Category 3 storms with winds of 115 miles per hour or higher. And this was of course the 8th. Is there still a chance for Neoguri to become the second Category 5 storm this year? Perhaps, but it's looking less likely now that it's weakened slightly. You can visit any of Force 13's 6 outlets. The website, of course, is the place to be. Force13.com will keep you up to date with the tracking maps and the warnings. And the video pages, YouTube and Dailymotion, just search Force 13 on those. You're probably watching one of those right now. And the social pages, Facebook and Twitter, just search Force 13 on both of those. It's at Force 13 on Twitter. And you can add Fool 13 on Skype if you so wish for Tropical Weather Chat personally with myself. So you're more than welcome to do that. The next update on this storm, Neoguri, will follow at 2 AM UTC on Tuesday morning, July the 8th. That's late morning local time.